I love this land. It takes my breath away.
Welcome to Texas 10. I'm M'Lissa.
And I'm Steve.
And we love Texas, and more importantly, we love traveling the roads of Texas.
And we've done it.
And so, we've done it, and sometimes we've gone back. And today is a tale of going back.
It is. We had to go back.
So we went to Cameron County, to Brownsville, a couple of years ago when we were down at South Padre. And Brownsville, I'm just going to say, I'm sorry.
We blew it.
We blew it
big time.
So the first time we went, we always started at the courthouse, and we went to the courthouse, the current courthouse, and there was nothing happening.
And it wasn't really that attractive of a courthouse.
It was not. And so we said we did it.
Right.
And we left.
And that the highlights of Cameron County were Harlingen and South Padre Island and Port Isabel. So we focused on those. And that, Brownsville, we just gave short shrift to.
Well, we're back, and boy, did we find out how great Brownsville is. All right, who would have expected Brownsville to have not one, but two James Beard finalists?
Right, and a winner. Right, so that's the food scene, right? And so we ate at a restaurant called La Rêve.
A French restaurant, and I'm just going to tell you, there's a spread that you get.
Order the bread.
Oh my goodness. It was like a little bit crusty on the outside, and then it just melted in your mouth on the inside.
The perfect bread.
It was. And that was just the beginning.
Right. And so we had a great meal at La Rêve, and then we went next door to Los Ramblas, which is a James Beard award-winning bar. Right. Which I didn't know that James Beard had bar categories, but they do. And it was great. That's all in the Marketplace Center.
And in that whole Marketplace and downtown area, Steve and I were saying if you like to do pub crawls, honestly, Brownsville had a ton of cute little bars down there. It was awesome.
I literally, people talk about Austin and pub crawls. I think Brownsville probably has the best pub crawlability in Texas. There's just one after another. Like you said, they're all a little bit different themed, but they all looked great. Looked like a lot of. We were there on a Wednesday night, I think, and it was hopping. So yes.
And and I'm going to go back to this real quick before we leave it, but I did not expect a town like Brownsville on the border to have a French amazing restaurant. I actually got to meet the chef as I was walking through the restaurant. He is from Mexico and came over, and it was one of the best meals I have ever had in my life. So
thumbs up.
Two thumbs up
to La Rêve. We didn't get to eat at the Oyster House, which is pretty renowned. Vermilion, which is sort of the go-to diner in Brownsville. I would love to try that. But I did get to eat at Morning Glory for breakfast. It's a breakfast lunch place. And it knocked my socks off. Well, it was fantastic.
I'm not going to lie, my socks were by the pool but when he went back. But he went back really because we discovered they have amazing murals. They have beautiful murals. There was the big one with the space and kind of the SpaceX. And then they had my favorite was the mariachis in the Marketplace. They're all on like a bike. There's like a 6-seater bike, super cute, and just some beautiful murals.
Well, let's go back to what you said about SpaceX, because that's a big part of the story of Brownsville right now. Brownsville, and kick myself again, Brownsville is an extremely historic town in Texas. It started the Mexican-American War, and it ended the Civil War. The last battle of the Civil War was actually fought after Lee's surrender at Appomattox by somebody that hadn't gotten the memo, I guess, there at Palmetto Springs. And so very historic.
And you wouldn't expect that, right? I mean, obviously, if you've really read your history, you would know. But when you think about the Civil War, you just don't think that Brownsville would be the place.
Except that it's a port town. And so the Confederacy needed to trade with Mexico, so it actually had strategic importance. Now, Brownsville is named for Fort Brown, which is where the fort was that the folks, Zachary Taylor was the general in the Mexican-American War, leading the American troops, and that's where it all got started, out of Fort Brown. Brown was a guy that got killed in one of the original battles, and they renamed it Fort Brown.
And now,
well,
that fort is a university. It's the Rio Grande Valley.
So it's UT Rio. It's two universities sort of put together. It's called Southmost College.
My favorite, because it sits right on the Rio Grande, and it is the southmost college in Texas.
It may be the United States, because only Key West and the Florida Keys I guess Hawaii is probably farther south, but on the mainland, only Key West is farther south. And I don't know of any universities in Key West, except the University of Drinking. But but anyway, so the campuses are sort of pushed together, UT Rio Grande Valley and Southmost College, and several of the buildings are the old Fort Brown buildings, and it is a gorgeous campus.
It is a really beautiful campus. It was fun because the weekend we were there were a lot of graduates taking their pictures. There's this beautiful bridge that goes kind of over a pond, and like I said, it's right on the river.
Right. And so it's really historic, beautiful. And it's beautiful. And then you go downtown, and so we talked a little bit about the food and drink scene there, and they have a very reviving commercial scene too.
You know, I didn't get to go into the stores, but I looked in the windows with all the quinceanera dresses and the wedding dresses. Really beautiful, beautiful place to shop. And there was another little store, which was kind of a little gift store. It had cookbooks and all kinds of fun things. And I loved the name. It's called Hair and Holly, because the owners too.
Is it Hair and Holly or Holly and Hair?
No, it's Hair and Holly.
Okay.
Holly and Hair.
All right, it's one of those two.
Yeah, I'll double check. But just Google both of those. And it will be on our website and will be correct. But the owner's favorite holidays are Easter and Christmas. So Holly and Hair, Hair and Holly.
Right.
And I really apologize that if I got it which way it is, but it is on our website correctly. And it was just a beautiful store. We really enjoyed it. We talked to the owner's mother for quite some time. It's really great. And then if you want a great lunch spot, it is so historic down there. There is the most historic burger place that I've ever been to. It was started as a burger stand, Rutledge Burgers.
It's like the original food truck.
Yeah, 1922. And then they decided, well, we're just going to close off in between these two buildings. So you're kind of in an alley.
It's an alley, a closed-in alley that is 5 feet wide.
So if you're really big, you can't get in there to eat. But they were great burgers.
Rutledge's.
I love it.
Rutledge's is the name of the place, and it is...
You can't miss it. It had, you can't because it's small, but it has this red screen door, and it's really beautiful.
And just a little ways down.
Fun, not beautiful. Right. It's really fun.
It's fun. It's fun. A little ways down from that, we found a great independent bookstore.
Oh, okay. It's Spanish for owl. My friends at work will make fun of me. It's the owl.
Great.
Buho.
Buho.
Buo.
No, I don't think there's any H.
Buo. So all my friends at work do not laugh at me.
Right.
Buo.
Okay.
But I met the proprietor of that bookstore, and he grew up in Brownsville, and then he had moved away, and he came back, and there was not a bookstore in Brownsville. You had to go to one of the other cities, and he loves books, and he loves independent stores, and so he opened this store. It was beautiful. The collection was great. He brings authors. I loved that store. I spent quite a while in there. There's
enough space in there to hang out. Like there were a couple guys playing chess in there. They had a great Texas section, and particularly Rio Grande Valley. So if you're interested in history and that sort of stuff, it was there. So yes, big thumbs up to that too.
To Buo.
Right.
And meet the owner. He was great. Right.
And so we got sidetracked because we went on to the history, but the current history is just south of Brownsville was the community of Boca Chica. Now it is Starbase, which is where SpaceX launches. Is one of their 3 locations, I think, that launches their rockets from.
And we got to see a launch, so that was really fun. While we were down at South Padre, it was great. The launch was awesome. I don't think it fared well once it got up, but the launch itself was
Right.
really great.
Their theory is that they rigorously or frequently fly, expecting things to fall apart, and then they learn from them. There was no astronauts on this one, so
Yes,
everything was
fine.
okay. But it is pretty awesome to see. It's the world's largest rocket that they were using, and it was pretty awesome to see it take off.
So now we need to go back. We're kind of jumping all over the place, but as you know, we always start at the courthouses, and what we didn't tell you is we went to the current one the first time, and there is the original courthouse, which is now called the Dancy Building, and it has moved on to one of my favorite courthouses of Texas. And it's because it has a dome, and you walk in and you look up. It is just spectacular. The glass in it is beautiful.
The marble, everything through it. It feels like a Capitol building. It does. Impressive. It's not technically a courthouse. It's still a functioning government building. All the government, the county offices are still there. The courts, they have moved. But the Dancy Building, it's named after Oscar Dancy, who served 48 years as the county judge of Cameron County.
The longest sitting county judge in Texas.
Right.
And when you go in, the people who work there are so proud of this building.
As they should be.
Yes, the security guards, they were so nice to us, and they were telling us where we need to go. And we went up on every level, and each level, that domed glass looked different.
Right.
And like Steve said, the marble stairwells, everything is original, and it really was one of the most spectacular interior courthouses that I've seen. So I was so glad we went back. And then finally, there's a lot of historical buildings down there. The old jail is across the street, but there's also a beautiful, beautiful cathedral downtown, Immaculate
Conception.
Yes. And it's really beautiful. And again, it's not enough just to stand outside. You need to go in and just see the interior of that church. It's beautiful.
So we're way over time, but we owe it to Brownsville to be over time on this one. So, I know millions of people go to the coast, right? And go to South Padre or Port Isabel. And those are great locations. It's not that far to Brownsville. And if you're looking for something a little bit different, whether it be history or shopping that doesn't involve T-shirts, any of that sort of stuff, Brownsville has it for you. And so I really encourage people to make Brownsville a stop on their way. And there's much more we didn't even get to talk about.
So thank you, Cameron County. You were so great. We had to come back. We're sorry we didn't give you the due attention that you should have gotten the first time. But we encourage all of you to follow us on our YouTube channel. So subscribe, like, and share on Facebook and Instagram. Go to our webpage, texas10.com, so that you can hear more or see more about the places that we've been. And keep following us here at Texas 10. And more importantly, get out on the road.
And tell a friend. Bye.
And I love this land. It takes my breath away. From the Palo Duro to the Gulf Coast plain, from the heart of the hill country to the piney wood shade, I love this land. It takes my breath